Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic, and there is so much going on at the moment. So as this comes out, we are live streaming the Witness again. Simon is trying to solve his way to the end of the Witness. That is on another video on the channel and possibly under the live page. Also, he has tweeted about it, so you can find out there where to go for that, or you can of course watch this video right now and go to the VOD of the Witness stream later, in which case you are one of my favorite people. Welcome. But even if you're watching this after watching Simon solve the Witness, you're still one of my favorite people. And you will be interested to know perhaps that Tom Scott's second channel is putting out a video tomorrow apparently with Tom playing a game with 3 friends from YouTube, myself included, and that will be on his second channel tomorrow, so I hear. We'll post a link under this video when we know, but it may not be there yet because it may not have come out yet. On Patreon today, Simon has posted an amazing set of 6x6 puzzles, 6 6x6 puzzles forming a sort of weird Sudoku cube by Sam Keppelman-Lyons. Do give that a try. It's free, so you don't have to be a patron. Just visit our Patreon site. If you are subscribed to us on Patreon, or if you're going to, you still have 3 days left to try the Looney Tunes Sudoku hunt, and you can see whether this is the character who gets the sandwich. There are 3 Looney Tunes characters vying for the sandwich. Now, I'm not saying Bugs deserves it, but he's clearly hungry already. So you can work out the sandwich scores if you can solve the puzzles and find out who wins the sandwich. Wow, there's loads of other things. I've been working on an app update today. I don't know when that'll be out, but should be at some point. And the apps are all on the links under the video, as is our merchandise. You could get yourself a Knowledge Bomb water bottle from Cracking the Cryptic. So much stuff going on. And the first link under the video is to this puzzle by Xcager, who has called it, I bet someone did this already, and he's definitely right. And I think we may have solved a puzzle on the channel, even probably by me, but I don't remember who the constructor was. A puzzle which features an arrow that covers almost all the cells in the grid. So I don't remember the output number, but I think I do know how to calculate it. We shall see in a moment. Now, the rules are these. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Adjoining cells joined by an X sum to 10, and adjoining cells joined by a V sum to 5, and all possible X's and V's are given. So there's a big old negative constraint in operation, which will matter, I promise you. The 3-digit number read left to right in the pill is the sum of the digits on the connected arrow. And as you can see, the fun of this is that that arrow covers the whole of the rest of the grid. Do give it a try on the link under the video. And I'm going to start now. Let's get cracking. And I think we have to start with the pill. Now, you are probably in on the secret, but if you're not, share it with somebody near you. That the sum of the digits from 1 to 9, which occupies every row, column, and box in a Sudoku, is 45. Now, what you also know is that there are 9 sets of those, because there are 9 rows, columns, and boxes in a Sudoku. And I'm sure you have already very speedily worked out that 45 times 9 therefore gives the sum of the whole grid every time, and that is 405. But we are not going to write 405 into this pill as the sum of the whole grid. For one, because 0 is not a valid Sudoku digit, even though we could use it. No, but also 405 doesn't count these 3 cells. So we're going to have to find a value for these 3 cells that acts as something we can deduct from 405 to give the 3-digit number, and also the 3-digit number itself. And when I say we can deduct it, I mean the digit sum. We deduct the sum of those 3 cells. So the most 3 cells can add up to is 24. So we're starting 24 below 405, which is 384. It's got to therefore begin with a 3, so it can have an 8 or a 9 and not a 0 next to it. Now, if this was a 9, then we're looking at a number that's 390 something. If we subtract the 9 and the 3 from 405, we're down to 393. So how far do we have to go above 390 towards 393 to meet it in the middle and put that in here? What I mean is, let's call this cell a value y. 390 plus y is the 3-digit number in the pill, if that's a 9. But 393 minus y is the value of the digits on the arrow. So that y would have to be halfway between 0 and 3 and would have to be 1.5. Well, that is not satisfactory, so we can't have a 9 there. It's 3. Now we're using different numbers. We're using the difference between, or halfway between 380 and 405 minus 11, which is 394. So that's a difference of 14. Halfway up there is a 7. And let's just check that this works. 387 plus 7 plus 8 plus 3 is 405. So we found the number that works for this. We may have found it before on the channel, but I have derived it again. So that's our start. Now we've just got X's and V's. We can ignore the arrow for the rest of the video. I mean, we know it contains all the other digits. We don't have to do any adding. Right, this is either 19 or 64, as it can't be 82 or 73. Here we've got 2 V's in a box. V's are a bit more powerful than X's because there's only 2 ways of filling them, all with digits under 5, obviously. So those must be the digits 1, 2, 3, and 4 in some order. That one can't be a 3, so that's not a 2. There's not much to go on here, actually. What on earth? How do we get going in the box? This X, like that one, sees an 8 and a 7, so it's 19 or 64. Look, 2 can't be in either of these cells. If it was there, it would need a V to the 3. If it was there, it would need an X to the 8. So 2's in one of those 2, and that does it. That tells us that this is the 1-4 cage, and now we know this 1-4V, and now we know that's 2 and 3. So along the top here, we've got 3 and 7, 8 and 2. This is one pair making 10. It's either 19 or 64. The other pair making 10 appears in these 3 cells, but we know not next to each other, or there would be another X in this row. If they were there and there, 1 and 9 say, there would be an X. So they've got to be separated. It's a bit like Romeo and Juliet or something. They have to be kept apart. And that must be by Evil 5, who likes to keep apart these warring factions. So we've got 1 and 4 there. That's 6 or 9. This is the other end of an X sum, so that's 1 or 4. This now can't be 1 or 4, or we'll get a V with the other one. So we are reducing these gradually down. 7 can't be in those cells because it would be next to 3, so we can put 7 there in the box. These are from 6, 8, and 9 now. This is not 3, 7, or 1, 9, or 4, 6 because of that pair. So that is a 2, 8 pair. That's not an 8. This is an 8. Yeah, they mustn't add to 10. What else? 1, 4, 6, 9, 2, 8. So we've got 3 and 7. Yes, look, 3 and 7 are a pair there and a pair there in row 2. They are a pair in this box in row 3, but again, like Romeo and Juliet, they must be kept apart. Not necessarily by 5 this time. 5 could be there instead. but by either 5, 6 or 9. Okay, that must work with 1s and 4s as well. 1s and 4s are there in box 3, there in box 2. They must be in this row in box 1, and they must be kept apart. So we are the gooseberries trying to keep apart these loving pairs. 1, 4, 3, 8, 7. This could be 5. Oh, it can't be 2, yes. Right, yes, I was going to write in 5, 6 and 9. But look, it can't actually be 6 or 9 because one of them would join on to the 4 or the 1 beside it. It doesn't matter what order the 4 and the 1 are in. If 6 was there, it would join on to the 4 and need an X. And 9 would join on to the 1 and need an X. So that is actually party pooping 5 going in there. And 5 in all of these 3 rows is keeping apart a loving X couple. So those are from 2, 6 and 9. What pair is this? Yes, we do know. It's not 2, 8, 3, 7 or 1, 9. That's a 4, 6 pair. We have 1, 5 and 7 to put in the other places. Actually, that can't be 1 because it's next to a 9. So the 1 is in one of these 2 cells. And now we know this is a 2, 3 pair. Actually, here's another way of knowing that was a 2, 3 pair. If that was a 1, 4 pair, well, there's every kind of reason. It would either have V's to this 1, 4 pair. So there and there would have to be V's. And also that would create a 1, 4 pair there that would need a V. So that was always going to be 2, 3. I've only just figured out that it is though. Now, this can't be 2, 8 or 3, 7. So that again is from 1, 9 or 4, 6. Don't know what's going on here though. Do I know what this, if this was 2, 3, then again we'd have to be keeping 2 and 3 apart in the middle. But I think that can happen. So that doesn't mean it isn't 2, 3. If it was 2, 3, look at column 3, we'd have 2 and 3 there. In fact, that would have to go 2, 8, 3, because this couldn't be a 7. If this was 1, 4, then this would be 7, 3, because it couldn't be 1, 9, 4, 6 or 8, 2. Oh! Is that giving me the same result on 3 down here? Let's just go through this again. If this is 2, 3, I might be wrong about this. If this is 2, 3, we can't have 2, 3 in those cells. So the 2, 3 in column 3 are down here. They have to be kept apart. And they have to be kept apart on this occasion by an 8, because it can't be a 7 with that X. So we would end up with a 3 down here if that was 2, 3. I'm going to just pencil mark that in. If this is 1, 4, then this X has to be 3, 7. And we've got a 3 here and a 3 now here. Again, there's a 3 in these 3 cells, and it can never be on the X because of that 7 sitting there. So whichever way we go, there's a 3 here. I mean, that's a fascinating deduction and probably of no help at all, because it doesn't decide which of these 2 is a 3. I've just seen it's not all 3 of them because we've got a 2, 3 pair ruling out there. So either we get a 2 here or a 7 here, and I don't know how to pencil mark that potential. But we've definitely got a 3 in one of these. This, if it is, okay, if this is another 1, 9 or 4, 6, then 2 and 8 have to be here and they have to be kept apart by a 5. If this is 2, 8, then whatever this isn't out of 1, 9 and 4, 6 again appears here and has to be kept apart by a 5. So this is always a 5. So that's not a 5. Oh, this, okay. If that's a 4, this can't be a 1. That's not interesting until I know that that's a 4. Maybe it is, I don't know. What next? This can't be 4, 6 because of that. This can't be 2, 8 because of that. This can still be, if this is 2, 8, it has to be 2 on top of 8. Don't think that really helps. Oh, here's a madcap thought. Where does 7 go? Oh, this is weird. Is this right? Yes, where does 7 go in column 2? This is fascinating. It can't go here because there's no x to that 3. It can't go here because there is an x, so that can't be a 3. So 7 is not in any of these cells. Let's start with that. It's clearly not on the V either. So 7 is not in those cells. Now, 7 might be here, but then 3 can't be here because they'd need an x between them. 7 might be in one of these two, but then it's with a 3, and again 3 can't be here, so 3 is never here. That is unbelievably weird and brilliant. I don't know if that's part of the intended solution path, but it's absolutely lovely. So 3 has to be here, and now we do know that 7 is here. And that's not a 7. Oh, chocolate teapot triple, useless. Right, so 7 is in one of these two cells. It can't be there because it would need a 3 here. Oh look, 5's in one of those two cells as well, so that's a little pair. That is one of the x pairs remaining. That's one of the x pairs remaining. This must be another one. Ah, but I don't know whether it's 1, 9 or 6, 4. It does tell me that this can't be... How did it work up here? This can't be... Oh, does it tell me this can't be 1, 4, 6 or 9? Because if this was a 1 keeping apart a 4, 6, it would join on with the 4. If this was a 4 keeping apart a 1, 9, it would join on with the 1. If it was a 6 keeping 1... Oh no, if it was a 6, it could keep a 1, 9 apart without joining on. No, it doesn't tell me that. Oh, I'm getting carried away. Oh look, how simple is that? We've got a 3 there. This is a 1, 4 pair. Yes, I really was going off on a mad cracking the cryptic tangent there. 6 and 4. I thought I was going to know where the 1 was when I'd done them, and I don't. Right, 4 there. This isn't a 4. This now can't be 4, 6 or 9, 1. So it's either 2, 8 or 3, 7. This can't be a 9. Oh, therefore this can't be a 1 because these are an x pair. They must be in this box. And once I took 4 out of that cell, this can't be a 6. So these are reducing. Got a 1, 4 pair there now. Oh, but this could still be 6 or 9. I have a feeling that it's 2, but that is not solid. Right, 4 is there, so there's a 4 in one of these two cells. So there's a 4 in one of these 3. If that's a 1, 9 pair, it must go 1, 9, 4. But it can. That can't be 2, 8. 6, 7, 1, 4. Oh, I'm missing something here. Right, let's go carefully. Oh, look at this. Okay, I think this works, and I might be wrong. If this is a 4, then this is a 9-1 pair. But the 1 and 9 must be kept apart. So you'd have a 4-1 pair in those two cells. You've also got a 4-1 pair in those two. And you'd now end up with a 6-9 pair in those, if this is a 4, remember. But you've got a 1-4 X-wing there, putting 1 and 4 down here, but they've got to be kept apart because there's no V. But what are they kept apart by? Well, something on an X with a 1 or a 4, and it would have to be 6 or 9, but we've got a 6-9 pair there, so that doesn't work. So this cannot be a 1-4 X-wing. That, therefore, can't be a 4, because that would force it to be a 1-4 X-wing. And therefore, 4 is on this X, and it is a 4-6 X. Wow. Okay, that is lovely. Again, that is remarkably unexpected. Right, 6 there, 6 there. I can place this as a 6. 2, 8 and 9 in the remaining cells. Oh, hang on though. This now can't be a 6. Doesn't decide anything. One of these is a 6. Okay, come on. This can't be 6, 4 or 3, 7. It's 1, 9 or 2, 8. I'm just wondering if this same trick works again. If that's 2, 8, it's a 2, 8 X-wing. 2 and 8 would have to be kept apart, but I don't have the same pretty other digit spoiling it. Oh, okay, this can't be 8, 2 because of that cell, and it now can't be 6, 4 because of that cell. It's definitely odd. It's 1, 9 or 7, 3. Which is not a pair we've married up before. Can that be a 3? Yes. I don't think it can be a 7. If this is a 3, then this is 1, 9. You've got a 2, 8 pair. Well, okay, if this is a 3, the only place for 7 in the column is here. That's fairly easy to see. However, the only other place for 3 is on the X, and if that's a 3, 7's here. So either way round, 7 has to be in one of those 3 cells. It's either here, and that's a 3, or it's in here with a 3. That does precisely nothing. This can't be a 2, 8 pair now, because you couldn't fill those 2 cells. That's more straightforward. So that's from 1, 4, 6, 9, forming a quadruple there and there. So we've got a 2, 8 pair there. This becomes 9. I think this might have blown it open suddenly, very unexpectedly. This has to become a 2 with an 8 there. Could I just have asked the much simpler question of where 8 goes in column 1? Probably. Anyway, we get there one way or another in the end. 2 and 8, that can't be a 2 because of the 2, 3 pair. Now I'm seeing all sorts of bad pencil marks that I've done before, just incomplete ones. That is now 1 or 5. 1, 4, 2, 6. 3 has to be in these cells. 9, 8, 7. Is that 1, 5 pair still not resolved? So I don't think we are done. That can't be a 4, looking across the grid. Might be missing some joint. Oh, that can't be a 3 because of being next to 2. So 3's in one of those 2 spots. No, we're not quite finished yet. Still some work to do. 2, 3, 6, 7. Be in any of those. 4, 2, 6, 3. Oh, where's 7 in this box? It can't be in there with the 3. So it's in one of those two cells. That must be right, I think. So that becomes a 3. 7 there. Just having a quick look round because that 3 can't be next to a 2 or a 7, but it doesn't help. 7 there. We know 7, yeah, that's okay. Doesn't get anything done. Annoying. The 5 there. That doesn't do it. Oh, come on. 3 and 9, 9, 4, 2, 8. Right, if that wasn't 2 and 8, where would 2 and 8 go in this box? They'd have to go down there and they'd need an X. So that is 2 and 8. That's weird. Then 2 and 8 have to be here, separated. Make the star-crossed love as they are. That gives us a 2-8 pair here, so that's not 2 or 8. And therefore this also isn't 2 or 8. That's now a 1-9 pair. We get a 5, 1, 7, 5, the final column, which I thought would be done ages ago, is now done. 2 in the middle box goes there. 7 can't go next to 3. 8 and 3 there. This is a 5-9 pair. We know the order. This is a 4-8 pair. I feel we ought to know the order. And I'm not spotting how we do. 6 is in one of these two cells because there's a 6-9 pair up here. Oh, there's some negative constraint I'm just missing now. There is. They can't be 1-9 or 4-6. That's not it. Keep going, just keep going. Oh look, 8 there, that's not a negative constraint. Looking at that cell, it is just ordinary old Sudoku. 2 and 8 there, so that fixes the 2-8 pair down here, which actually could have been fixed by looking at that pairing. Now, keep looking at the middle column. I think, yeah, this can't be a 1-9 pair because of that. Oh, that's very pretty. I wish I'd spotted that when that 1-9 suddenly became clear. So 3, 7, 8, 5, 2. Oh, don't know how that resolves. But this being a 3-7 pair, I've got a 5 in one of these two cells. Actually, that's got to be here. That fixes 7 and 5. That fixes 3 and 7. That puts a 7 in the bottom row here. 5, 2, 5, 3, 2, 8, 7. This can't be a 6, or that would be a 9-1 pair. So this is 1 or 9, forming a pair with that and making this one 4. Can't be next to 6. 6 can't be next to 4 again. I think we are now getting done. 9 and 6. That 9 can't be next to 1. That fixes 4 and 8. 2 and 8. 2 and 3. A 1 here. 3 and 6 to go. 3 can't be here for any number of reasons. This now can't be a 1, so that's not a 9. That is 1 or 4. Oh no, look, 1 and 9 have been done there. So that's a 4, that's a 1, 6, 4, 9, 4, 1. Come on now. 4 and 6. Oh, this has apparently been a half hour. I can tell you it feels longer. Wow, that's really interesting. I mean, this is a bit old style to have XVs with the negative constraint. I really like it as a puzzle style, I have to admit. And that is an interesting solve. well done if you got that done reasonably quickly. Some of the things I saw felt a little slow, and I strongly suspect I've missed some much more decent spots early on, but that's a really interesting puzzle. Thanks very much to XGauger for sending it through, and thank you for watching as always. Hope to see you soon again on the channel. Bye for now.